From a record-breaking shot to a half-court buzzer beater, these are long-distance shots ranging from level 1 to level 100. Starting at level 1, LeBron silences both the arena and his critics with a stunning display. LeBron is like an artist painting the Mona Lisa, while everyone else is just coloring in books. But Paul George also knows how to bring drama at level 5. Prime PG was exceptional, yet Steph Curry's antics are on a whole different level. Later in the video, we'll show you a no-look half-court shot, a one-handed full-court shot, and much more. But first, at level 20, we have a player pulling off a 360 no-scope. That took some serious effort, but Steph Curry completes level 25 effortlessly. If I were the Boston Celtics daddy, I wouldn't watch my shots either. At level 30, Isaiah Rider puts everyone else to shame. But let's be real, that was pure luck. Our next level is the opposite of luck, as PG-13 was so confident he warned everyone ahead of time. He deserves a heat check. Kyle Lowry, on the other hand, isn't as smooth. He found himself in a disaster, and instead of asking for help, he turned into Himothy. The Wizards can't catch a break, and Golden State fans felt the same when someone broke the record for most threes in a single season. It's just as rare for a player to tie the record for most threes in a game. In 2016, Steph Curry had the chance to do both, yet fans complained because Curry was having the game of his life, and no one seemed to care. With less than 10 seconds left in overtime, the Warriors gave the ball to their star player one last time, breaking records, hitting game winners, and cementing greatness. It's unlikely we'll see another moment like this, but is it as unlikely as the next level? The face assassin and the greatest shooting center of all time in the same generation. We've been blessed, but level 50 gave me all the feels. Dame was fed up with Russ, who needed to learn some boundaries. He was making things personal, but come playoff time, Dame had the last laugh. A chance to send the Thunder home. Lillard hit a long-range 3 at the buzzer. Damian Lillard, are you kidding me? A 37-foot dagger. This beef rivals Drake and Kendrick, and that goodbye wave was cold-blooded. Luka stays cold too, losing the ball, finding himself in no man's land, and not even caring. With all this LCA magic, it's only a matter of time until he wins MVP or a championship, but you don't need magic to be great. Sometimes all you need is a ball and a heart. I can't decide what's crazier, this or J.R. Smith never wearing a shirt. Yet Damian Lillard wants to show everyone that long shots aren't luck, they're skill. And just when fans were impressed, he did it again. We only have one more level before level 69, and for this one, we brought out all the baddies. Too bad there aren't any baddies in the DC area. Just like it's sad that the Nets didn't know how to make free throws. In Game 5 of the 2004 playoffs, the Nets had a chance to seal the game, and then this happened. A half-court miracle to force overtime. This is why you can't be afraid to shoot your shots. You never know what's possible. Now that we've reached level 70, every shot from here on out is beyond half-court, starting with this insane hook shot from the real-life Slender Man. But Kyle Lowry had to one-up Brandon Ingram at level 71. He had no choice. He was up against D-Wade and LeBron in the playoffs, so he knew he had to bring it, and bring it he did. Even in his wildest dreams, he couldn't match Devin Harris. For 15 minutes, this man was on top of the world, and Marvin Williams got a taste of it too. The shots so far have been ridiculous, but believe me, it's gonna get even wilder. There's nothing boring about watching Chef Curry cook, and for level 75, he cooked up a 5-course meal in one play. He gave the Clippers a map and found the buried treasure. Not many people can make something look so difficult and so easy, but Luka Doncic is one of them. First, Luka gets traded for Trae Young on draft day, and now he's shooting half-court shots against him. Do these guys have a secret bromance? The bromance between Austin Reeves and his fans needs to be studied because they love him so much they nicknamed him Hillbilly Kobe. That love is reciprocated, and Jamal Murray is the king of one-upping people. First, he had a pair of daggers to steal LeBron's crown, and now he's doing stuff like this. Steph Curry doesn't want to be underestimated because the second he's no longer Boston's daddy is the second he stops doing this. Boston is never going to hear the end of this, but as magnificent as Steph is, there's another player everyone took for granted that's about to change. A 3-time champion, finals MVP, and master of the long game. No wonder his wife is so happy, but I'd be even happier if I had as much strength as our next player. Next, we address every man's dream. Imagine the game rests in the balance, and the team inbounds the ball to you. One last prayer to win the game, and the unthinkable happens. With a reaction like this, you'd think it was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. I didn't think it could get much crazier until level 89, when I watched one player hit a game winner only to see it all disappear. Those fans definitely got their money's worth. It takes a different mentality to do the impossible twice in one play, and that mentality started the second D-Wade blocked Amari Stoudemire. Once he did this, you knew he couldn't go home empty-handed. But one thing I'll never forget is level 91. That day, I saw two plays that left me in disbelief. Starting with this, let's be honest, it isn't even top level. However, what happened right after was something else. SGA thought he was the man until Devonte Graham showed him otherwise. But our next player makes all of us jealous. I mean, take a look at this. How is he going to hit a full court shot using only one hand and one leg? He's defying all odds. So is J.R. Smith. Once he had his infamous brain fart in the NBA Finals, people forgot that he was a low-key bucket. Seriously, it's time we forget about his brain fart and cut him some slack. Up next is our 94th level, Steph Curry's longest shot ever. If you told me yesterday that Taj Gibson has more range than Steph, I would have called you crazy. But then I remembered this. Dang, he should be quarterbacking the Raiders. If any NBA player can make it in the NFL, it's our next player. A full court lob into the net. Is there anything LeBron can't do except grin? Yet as talented as LeBron is, there's one player who beats him in two areas, Andre Drummond. Drummond isn't just a more talented shot blocker than James, but he also owns a slightly more impressive full court shot. Alright, we're nearing the longest shot in NBA history. Believe it or not, the second longest shot happened less than 2 years ago. Imagine being down 18 and hitting a shot like that, but there's only one shot longer, and it took place over 20 years ago. It was February 17th, 2001, and the Hornets were down double digits. Baron Davis didn't realize it at the time, but his concern was irrelevant because he was about to make history. The distance it takes to get around a baseball diamond, or almost 12 normal-sized parking spots. If you want to see something crazier than that, click the video on the screen. I'll see you there.